Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be testing out a welder. Our friends over at Sefaspe got a hold of us and want to know if we'd like to try another one out. So I said, sure, why not? Let's do this. So they sent us one. So let's get over here and I'll do the unboxing and show you how it works. Alright y'all, I've already opened the box. I just want to make sure that everything was in there. What we're testing today is the Sefaspe. The model is an MMA 205SE. So let's see what's in the box here. We've got our electrode leads here. Got a little chipping hammer. You know, it suffices. That's the welding shield for the shield that comes with it. And we got our two leads here. Got the ground clamp and the electrode, and the handle for the face shield. So, and the instruction manual. So let's get this thing up out of the box. Packaged very well. I like that. So there's the regular 110 plug-in. Comes with an adapter. Again, I don't like these adapters. You get your 220 plug here and it's a 110 like outlet here. That's too easy for somebody to plug the this into 220 and that be 220 volts coming out of there, and you plug it into something, somebody might get hurt. But it is what it is. I prefer to see this plug on the welder and then the adapter for 110, you know, this plug into an adapter. So, but it is what it is. So, and what else we got down here in the box? We got some E6013 rod, 0.25 millimeter, which is probably what, 1/8 of an inch or so. So there you go. And the little face shield that comes with it. Nice if you're just starting out. You know, if you just buy this and you don't have all the other gear, you know, it is one-handed, but it is what it is. So, but that's nice. They send one with it. So, all right, let me get this all hooked up, and we're going to be welding on to start out with 110, and then because that's the most common voltage that most people are going to have access to right off the bat. If you're a new welder and just starting out and buying this machine, like I said, that's going to be your most common welding. So that's what we're going to start out and try out first. So give me a second to get the line leads all hooked up, and we'll come back. All right, y'all, I got this thing all hooked up, got it plugged in, turned on. Power switches on the back here, which is, you know, common for the European style welders. We got our electrode positive, ground clamp negative. Does come with a really nice ground clamp. It's copper all the way around. I like to see that. And some of the cheaper ones, they're not. They just got the copper on the copper contact on one side, or no copper at all. So we got that. And then the electrode holder. I mean, feels fairly nice. It's not going to be, you know, a Miller or a Lincoln or anything like that, but I mean, it seems pretty stout. So, you know, has a nice spring action in it. And then you can see here on this, it is lit up for 110. When we plug it into 220, it'll light up down here. And simple. You've got your amp, set your amperage, and it goes from 30 amps clear up to 250, and So yeah, it you know, we're gonna go probably, let's go down here to about 90 amps. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, 90 amps to start. So let me grab my gloves and my helmet and get some steel set up here. I got some scrap pieces laying here. I'll grab that and we'll lay some beads. Alright, y'all. Got our little test pieces here. And we're just going to do a butt T-joint here. And so just hold that there. See if we can strike an arc. Alright, got it tacked in place. See if we can draw one across now. Now I am no professional welder, so don't think I am. So, all right, get our little chipper hammer here and see if we did any good. I think we need more amperage. All right, we're gonna flip it around. We're gonna go up to 120 amps. See if this burns in any better. We're gonna move the clamp over here onto the piece instead of just on the table. So, all right. We just kicked the breaker, so it'll be all right. Let's get this thing cleaned up here a little bit and see what it looks like. Now that looked a lot better. I'm not real steady. I shake a little bit, but yeah, that looks a whole lot better. So, see if we can show you guys. That's the second one, and that's the first one. So, all right, I'm gonna get another piece of steel. We're gonna hook this thing up to 220 and see if we can really burn some stuff in. All right, y'all, we got it hooked up on 110. I just did a weld off camera because I thought the camera was going, but anyways, we're on 130 amps. I need to grab another rod. Now this is the rod that they sent with the machine. So okay, got that. Get our gloves back on here, and this is the one we just did off camera. So let's see if we can do another one right below it on camera. mean, I won't be winning any welding contests, but you know, this is the one we just did here. That looks pretty good, you know, especially for 130 amps. So let's back her down to 90 and see how we get on 110 or 220 on a 90 amp. All right, and we're gonna go right up top here. Put the ground clamp on her. All right. That's not bad. I mean, it is 220. Whew, that's hot. But, you know, this is the one we did right up here. It's not burning quite as deep as what the bottom one is, but it's less amperage. And this is probably 1/4 inch material. So, I'm going to switch back over to 110 because I want to see at like 90 or 100 amps if we can lay another good bead. So, you guys hang out and I'll get it switched back over and we'll try her again. Alright, y'all, got her hooked back into 110, got it set on 90 still, and we're going to try to just lay a bead right across there. Alright, now this is a inclined surface, it's almost vertical, so we might get a little droop, but that's not looking half bad. Alright, this is the one we did right here. Not half bad. It's burnt in, it's not undercut, so up the amperage just a little bit more. We know we can't go to 120 because we'd blow a breaker. Let's go up to 100 amps. And we're going to get a new rod. Alright, here we go. All right. Y'all, that looks a whole lot better than the first one. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the one we just did. Alright, y'all, sorry about that. I had to change batteries, but I'll show you the weld we just did, which is this weld right here. That's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice weld. I like that. So yeah. Alright, let's do final thoughts here. All right, y'all. Final thoughts on this here Sefaspe stick welder, the MMA. What is it? MMA 205SE. Sorry about that. My mind's gone. But final thoughts on it. It's a nice welder. DIY home use. I know it's not going to be a commercial welder. You're not going to weld 12 hours a day with it and run, 50-pounder rod. But for at home, you need to weld up some stuff at home. Nice little welder here. I like it. I like it because it's super light. It doesn't take up much space. So, yeah. We're going to add this to the collection. And the other one we got, we may end up giving it away, or find somebody local here that, somebody young that's just starting out, wanting to learn to weld and that, may just donate it to them. So thank you, Sefaspe. Let's keep in contact, and let's try some of your other welders. So anyways, appreciate y'all, and y'all go check this out. I'll be leave a link down in the description where you can find it.